Well, here we are at the field on a pretty cool morning. It's about 2 degrees C this morning. It's a bit of a breeze. We want to just test fly the FX-61 after the APM upgrade. So I've got my old trusty old bungee launcher set out here, which we're going to use to launch the FX here for the first time this morning. Let's just see how it goes. Let's drag this bungee out to get some tension into it. Yep, pretty cool. In fact, freezing. Okay, there's the tension on the bungee. Switch off the throttle hold on a Tyrannus. Switch the APM into stabilize. Get ready to release the model in that direction. Bit of a count here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's the FX up now in stabilize mode, and my god, it appears to be flying pretty good. Now I'm wanting to do some tests here this morning, but try and keep it as close in as I can. The idea this morning is just to trim it out. This thing just doesn't look as though it needs any trimming at all. I hope that's in the frame of the GoPro, which I've got attached to my cap here. So the idea is to run a few auto-tune passes on the APM to tune those PIDs on a flight controller. We'll start with aileron. I'll bring the model back towards me, switch it into Autotune, and then there we go. That's us now tuning the aileron PIDs by moving the aileron stick full left, full right. Should really try and get a bit more height, but I want to try and keep it in the frame if I can. Just getting a little bit more altitude. That was the first pass auto-tuning the aileron PIDs on the APM. Here we go again, still in auto-tune mode. So full left stick, full right stick. APM all the time, tuning its PIDs on the ailerons. Okay, we'll take it out of auto-tune now. Grab some height. Take it back, and then we'll do a pass on elevator, and that again is done by simply full stick up, full stick down. So we'll take it down the field, put it into a turn, get it level, put it into auto-tune.
Loiter, auto-tune active
Right.
3 seconds.
So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down on the elevator stick. All the time the APM is tuning the PIDs and the flight controller Take it out of Autotune. That's the first pass on elevator. This thing's flying really well. Just grab a little bit of height again. Okay, make another pass on elevator, Autotune. Coming around now into Autotune mode.
Autotune active in 3 seconds.
And here we go. Full stick up, full stick down, full stick up, full stick down, full stick up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and so on.
Loiter, switch off.
And then out of Autotune. And all the time the thing's in Autotune, it's tuning the flight controller PIDs for the best performance that it can give me. I'll do another pass on aileron. Trying to maintain a steady altitude into the turn. Back into Autotune.
Loiter, Autotune active in 3 seconds.
Here we go. So aileron auto-tuning, left, right. You can see the wings waggling on the FX-61. That's me moving the aileron stick totally left and totally right.
Loiter, switch off.
Just to try and tune those PIDs, which it seems to be doing nicely, because this thing now is flying like it's on rails. That's stabilized mode. Pretty satisfied now with the Autotune. Oh, this thing's just on rails. This is after all the problems I had with the warp wing. With it hanging in my garage for so long, the right wing tip actually warped. And I had to use the old boiling hot water trick to get it back into shape. It certainly seems to have done the job. This thing's flying really well on the APM. We'll just grab a bit of altitude and we'll try one of the autopilot modes, such as Loiter. Okay, let's switch to Loiter and see what it does.
Loiter.
That's now in Loiter, so the autopilot's got the plane. It should circle clockwise, which it appears to be doing right now, over the spot where I set it. And it's doing that nicely. Here it comes around, still in Loiter mode. APM just having the FX circle over the spot where I hit the switch to turn it to Loiter. I'll bring it out of Loiter here in a second, and it comes back around.
Switch off.
Okay, we're now out of Loiter. We'll try return to home next, I think. Now this thing will climb pretty high. I hope it stays in the frame because I've got the altitude set quite high. So we'll take it out, hit return to home, see what happens. Return to home now.
Return to home initiated.
Okay, there's the FX now turned, climbing to the preset altitude, which it's doing nicely. And into the turn, it should come above the home position. Trying to keep it in the frame here. It's difficult with the GoPro on the hat, but yes, it's going into the clockwise turn over the home position. So return to home function is working very fine. Take it out of that because it's just going to climb to the...
Return to home off.
Okay, that's me out of return to home now. I'll bring it down altitude and try the cruise mode. Stabilize and cruise are the two modes that I tend to use on the APM when I'm flying longer distance FPV, and they work very well on the Skywalker. Well, now just bring this down here because we've got a lot of altitude. This thing's just on rails. So again, we'll take it down the field. Take it away from us, bring it towards us, and we'll hit cruise, and it should maintain its altitude and its heading. So I've got it in the turn now, back towards me. I'm going to switch it to cruise now.
Cruise.
Okay, that's beautiful. It's just picked up the throttle slightly, locked the wings flat, and it's heading in the direction that it should be heading in, which is exactly what I want to see.
Stabilize.
To say I'm pretty happy with this is an understatement. This thing is just flying absolutely beautifully with this APM installed. Looks like it's been a worthwhile upgrade from the Arkbird. And of course now it gives me all the ability to do telemetry, waypoints, programming via my mobile phone or my tablet PC, because I've fitted a Wi-Fi telemetry unit in there which will connect straight to my tablet or my mobile phone for setting auto missions. Okay, I'm going to bring this in for a approach and landing. Just on the bottom of the field, try and keep it in the shot if I can. Carry the speed into the landing. Find it's better for the prop. Cut the prop, and in she comes. Beautiful.
Throttle hold on. Manual.
There we go. That's a maiden flight of the FX-61 with the upgraded APM flight controller. And it appears to be working very well indeed.